here until during this little off period before GCC, they swapped Dodo to Neon. An Agent, she wasn't playing previously.
No more deadlock either, right?
Dominated on yesterday. We'll see if they can continue this high-level performance on a map that they just weren't that great on before.
Well, Suzu's on the side, well and truly. Satchel charge gets a deep towards.
FlyQuest reacted very well with this, though.
Yeah,
Holy, I've never seen anyone eat a flash like this.
At least finds late, but Starman and Donut have already gone to work. Dodo with the corner swing.
Did she ate a flash and the Neon just jumped all the way by?
It's a 3 versus 2. Mocha trying to play that
Oh
push
boy, that's devastating.
That's an easy backstab.
Yeah, this is a 3-0 pistol at the moment, and I feel like ZETA, with how they're playing, kind of need to win both the pistols.
Slowly on that flank, find the easy kill. Frankly, I don't even think it should have been as close. It's pretty mad that Suzu was able to find one in that situation backside right there.
Yeah, the Neon actually just ignores the fast as well, knowing that our team's going to kill it. That was cool.
You're perched up on the box, which is all well and good. If you get flanked, you're in deep trouble.
Yeah, that full-on B-main spam Pearl cosplay gameplay, not as effective as it used to be.
And that's it. We're going to outlaw
crossfires within the
on the Cypher that could... I mean, they're actually going to go into the outlaw.
Full classic buy, again, for ZETA, so dodging those round 3 perils where you have a light armor running into the one-shot from that scoped weapon.
They saw with the jump spot, right, with how they're acting?
ZETA has plenty of util to try and make their way through B. Cyber Cage is going to slow them up, but Orb is secured for Suzu. Now eyes turn back over towards mid. Is that one way at A long? Will be renewed by
It's kind of nice though, right? They go over towards B main, they get the Orb, they create a little bit of pressure, question mark here. And there's an Orb over towards A that you would imagine they're going to try again.
Also, on an anti-eco, not necessarily expecting aggression at that level. Fly very patient right now, just covering the angles from safe positions. They are just holding, ready to fall back if they go towards A.
One Dave, thank you so much for the gifted as well. There you go, Sheriff.
You are aware of it.
Thank you for doing that, Dave.
So this could be a fake here just being solved by Arco. Draws 3 defenders out of position. Now, if ZETA are quick about it, they can get onto this B side. Scot-free. Arco sees a rotate through mid.
Honestly, kind of looked like she was going to win that shot.
Really inconsequential damage, but
we'll
see if it matters now as Suzu once more. Satchel's forward. Backside taken by ZETA, but note that they're not scaling into this half of it.
Just hiding in the dark cover. If someone goes in there, could get punished.
Oh.
All right, Suzu waiting. Right click claims
hold up.
And they find yet another one.
No way.
This time, ZETA
I feel like the worst gun for this as well. Some low HPs. Oh, 8 bullets.
Double face. Right around this corner.
Oh, no, late.
She gets the spray down. Just one more. 2 HP to dream. Teleport across is not to be. Serena brings her down.
Keep the gun up there. Damn, this was kind of nice from them. They got so many people into that smoke. Yeah. So I wonder if they've done a bit of research on this as well, because say this is a site, right? They're playing to just hold back a site. They're double smoking here. They literally just all got in the smoke, waiting for that first person to either go into the smoke or for the smoke to dissipate.
Leaps into their death.
Oh mate, that was about as close as it gets. But a
nice round
from ZETA, who opted not to scale the back of B side.
And yeah, all they're doing is just making sure they can hold the back of sight. But this option of just getting everyone into the smoke was awesome.
FlyQuest with nothing but the classics to work with. I don't mean music from the 1960s.
And it is just patience from ZETA
the
now.
Stinger, the 8 bullets, double kill close. Yeah.
Someone wants to
no armors though, right?
Take a poke through market. And ZETA really, they're opting for the classic sunset comp that we've seen all year with the Rays. Most teams at this point switching over to the neon look. It has been so effective here. What you can do in tandem with the breach fault line, mixing in those plays where you rush down.
Yeah, this is pretty nice though.
Tiles, take that slide into
camera
find
spots.
A first engagement. How you
have breach stun for back here, and then you'd have double stun that would get this and this. The only area that isn't stunned is probably the circle on this B main.
That old reliable
trap.
Still consistent.
One way thrown over towards spawn either way, but she would have broken the crosshair placement of Ev.
This is going to be interesting. Does FlyQuest even try and do some damage, or do they literally just don't let them get orbs? Because if this becomes an ult, or if this becomes an ult,
and once again, Thea on that flank mission, much like the pistol, lone going towards main, was maybe thinking about going for a teleport, but it's just exits. the Fly are playing for.
Why hasn't Wyatt been on Plat Chat? I'm honestly not sure.
ZETA walk into them.
He did,
towards a long, trying to force ZETA
what's
to
that
this
guy
side,
that does all the
that's gonna work out.
interviews?
So,
He did an
it's gonna get a
interview
little
with
hairy.
Wyatt recently.
Paint shell deployed there.
I don't know if he
Don't
talked about it on there.
Both these forces clashing in air on that corner.
Damn, they actually managed to get an alright amount for it.
Damage there for FlyQuest.
Suzu got a kill, got a
Really
death,
good,
so they
just
have Razor.
baited into the full stack waiting. And that
Just
contact.
a little omen smoke behind him.
Yeah. That contact
Romero,
taken
that's it,
by
yeah.
the 3 players towards spawn, swinging, allowing
So
him
maybe he
to
talked
just
about it there.
sit patiently tucked behind the box. Simple but effective setup.
I
to
think a lot
deal
of people,
significant damage.
Plat Chat wise, are like
FlyQuest was involved
using
with
the
the line now as well.
off-season
Overdrive
as a
at
proper
the
off-season
ready
to
to
chill.
Some pings there in towards mid for ZETA. Maybe something a little faster, something up-tempo here.
No, Brent's
You
just
can see
playing
right
Minecraft
now,
all the
Akko
time.
is ready with a fault line from spawn at the moment.
Suzu with a showstopper.
We got a lot
as
of
well.
ults for this big buy round.
Smoke to top mid.
Bit more
1,
patient
2,
than might
3
expect
can't
just
buy.
looking at the minimap, but slow
And then we've
control
got
of
everyone
mid-trips
here. We've got
watching
4 people that can't
either
buy.
extremity, of course,
Yeah, really important round. You're
and
going to at
can from
least
E-main
see,
too,
well,
in
you're
that
at least going to see the
standard window
Razor.
position.
Everything else is kind of
We've got
situational.
so much here. Wow, that was illuminating. Now, though, has to stand and fight. Aftershot going to be thrown in towards market. Starbound. They lock
On
it
the
down.
flash from
That's
blind
massive.
stun.
Now, ZETA Division.
Duel.
Wind out of their sails. Akko briefly foraying into the B site. Instead, will duck back, get an orb, and get pinged by the neural theft.
That was very swift from Fly, capitalizing off of ZETA being, you know, exposed in mid to multiple angles. There was a good aftershock from Akko that forced Ev out of position over in
I
market
play
there,
Rust.
but
Oh man, I don't have enough
ZETA
time
not
to play
really
Rust
able
these
to
days.
capitalize, losing out on some of those duels. That
Those
was
were the
obviously
days, though.
a big narrative of the first map, that Fly were winning on the individual mechanical game. ZETA need to catch up in that aspect.
I mean,
It
if
looks
they
like they'll
can
be
get a
heading out
kill
just after 2
without
maps.
losing one and get the breach
ZETA
to
without
plant, they
Neon
get
as well.
breach.
It's a
Or
little bit harder to threaten the split after you take top mid. You know, you throw fast lane down, threaten to wrap around to one of the sides.
imagine breach gets to
A little bit
here and
harder
can
when
ult
you don't have
this.
that available on Raze.
Does Akko dare risk a rolling thunder
Okay.
here? Probably
I
not
think the
at this
idea is
point.
pretty good though, right? It's like send the
If they wanted to
Omen
make
to just go
something
solo. If the Omen
aggressive
gets a
happen,
kill, then
try
you
and
can
catch
start
off a
breach
player
ulting.
early. Never mad at a play like that in this situation.
Okay, clean. Donut walks into that one. Arco flashed off the line and Lace
That
steps
was
up.
nicely done from FlyQuest though. I like how
FlyQuest
FlyQuest
into
kind
the
of gambled a
defuse.
little bit and then just
And they will have brought
3-pass and stacked
ZETA
this.
Division's momentum
They were
to
never,
eight
they were
holes.
always going
And
to
again,
trade.
that one foray
pretty
in
much.
through mid and the extension of ZETA Division into market goes horribly wrong.
You're going to see coming up into this next round too. I mean, that moment there was nice from ZETA, but it was the 2 players top mid assisting the players that were feeling that intense pressure in market that paid dividends. But heading into this round, you're now seeing the consequences of ZETA being forced into that classic exit stack
Yeah,
of a
they're just
prior
gonna have to
round
eco
where
in this one.
Fly
Losing
did
3
all of
guns.
that damage. They just can't
The
afford
fist.
anything
Yeah,
here.
everyone keeps on saying that the fist is really
Suzu
weird in
takes the
third person.
Guardian.
I haven't seen it yet.
Somewhere Nismo has his ears burning.
So challengers pilled. so
I do
challengers
like this
will
recon. This
skill for
recon's
current
good.
audience.
Especially,
Yes,
there's like 2 ways of
Japanese
doing this
audience, they
recon,
love that
right?
joke.
If you get it high
Definitely
enough, then you
watching
can't
NHL.
see
Let's
it
just start calling
from
the NA Challengers the World
here.
Series.
So
Valorant,
it
what do
plays
you think?
everywhere in front. That's
down
a
the
really
street.
good recon.
All right.
Maybe you can see it from like
And with the owl drone
box with the
cleared.
height that they use.
They has been doing much of this. Conditioning with these one-ways every single round, regardless of how many players for FlyQuest are over at the A side of the map. Very heavy mid presence, and Lace is able to ring Suzu down as she
And
just
that's the hero gun, so they
tentatively
got to go retrieve
checks
this.
that top mid.
Time for the Guardian hot potato. Moko picking that up. Moko was very good on map 1, lest we forget. Came up with the important clutches, impact kills, and swing rounds.
Good timing off that flash, but all it really allows for is ZETA to take a quick peek. They're going to pull out, though. They definitely managed to draw Donut out of hiding. She's hunting. Starbound here in a position to pinch on Arco. I don't know if they can get out of mid. Alive here, holding the corner. Donut is ready for it. Ferrari peek swings around, and zap goes the overdrive.
The POVs that we get to see of the drive-bys are crazy.
Barely with enough weaponry to defend themselves. It's just Serena back in market.
The
No
backup
chance to
Bucky
get
as
the
well.
spike down. This one's
Outrageous.
over.
A little painful when you have a sheriff and you're getting ran at by the overdrive neon. Not the weapon you want to have in a situation like that, but what can you do? full eco round. And now ZETA, everything on the line in this full buy. They'll have a couple ultimates to play with, and it was just a simple first kill from Lace that got the opening, shuts down the Guardian.
Yeah, Suzu has the singular gun right brought into the round, but she peeks into a double stack top mid.
And again, has it because of that awkward economic position that Fly put them in previously, where we can get a decent, barely, I wouldn't even consider it a hero Guardian. It's not a very heroic weapon, but able to at least afford something.
To be fair, Dodo will force into it a lot herself. We saw a bunch of Guardian pickups for her on Haven, and she's able to get a lot of value out of it. So, in the right pair of hands, it can be an absolute menace. Attack balls here being called by ZETA Division. Coach Rioto taking the opportunity here in this first half to try and get ZETA Division bouncing back. Remember, they lose the pistol. They win the anti-eco on the other side of it. So they string 2 rounds together.
Pretty sure Riot won that Neon before the VCT starts.
Massive initiator ultimates. Rolling Thunder,
If they,
both at the
I think if they're gonna nerf it, they gotta do it end of this month, like end of this tournament. Because everyone complained about this guy now 2 weeks before, and they can't do that again.
The coaching really is
and they also said like they would give teams
had big impact on Haven,
like more of a heads up.
Where the ZETA momentum started
I
building.
think they gotta do it. If they're gonna do it, I think they gotta do it.
They were based
in the
off
next
of big ultimates in some of those moments as well. So we'll see.
I would say.
What Riota's offered up to the team as an idea here.
Otherwise, you probably just wait until after Masters. You don't want to wreck teams that badly.
Dodo chopping in the bit here to take a bit more real estate over towards the B side of the map, but that's been trap-wired by ZETA Division, as you'll notice.
Camera taken out.
See Serena sitting well back now with the camera being destroyed.
Fly had put a lot more emphasis over on that mid and B side. You can see them exploring.
It's a free
that
site.
Extremity taking main. Oh, hello. ZETA for the free control here. That trip is very awkward. Spray just barely whiffs through Starbound.
The Rays tanked 2 trips and managed to stay alive. They got way too much util. Way too much util, ZETA. Like, they would have to mess up to lose this round.
Because of that, look at the position from Serena. Was watching that so far back. Won't be in the
Yeah,
action.
this is nice.
Wow, Rolling Thunder
This was so fine. They waited for the recon. I think they messed up though.
Now FlyQuest lying in wait for ZETA to push off the site. They punish them. Serena and Moko now have to lock it down, but there's time for FlyQuest to make their way in. Serena finds one. Cyber Cage deployed. Starbound sat on the other side of it here as the rest of FlyQuest come in through spawn. Serena has to go wild here. Moko, only one for her. And now the 1 versus 1. Lights on the defuse. Serena, dark cover in the way. In she plunges, and Lights is ready for it. And that's
No
a defuse.
Oh
That is
no,
break
it's
the
such a
back of ZETA Division.
it's such
That
a
is just the
devastating
perfect timing from Lace. So aware when the swing was coming,
round
the
to lose.
millisecond that Serena was going through the smoke. The Vandal was
They
back
kind of
in
messed
hands.
up, right?
So much impact from the sub.
It was
in
pretty
this
nice
series.
from
And
FlyQuest. They
frankly,
did a
this looks
recon
to
and
me
then so
like
much util
this
got
was
sent
the
their
idea
way.
out of the timeout. We take
But
the
then they
A site,
still
we
had
have the
Omen
Rolling Thunder,
Flash
we go for that
and
proactive
Soval
spawn
Is that
push.
an
well.
overcooked though?
And
It's not
ZETA
an
overfaced.
overcooked, but they forced the strat. They didn't
The car
peel it
strikes
back and
again.
think, okay,
Yeah, they messed up
let's just
though. It
relax
should be
now.
like breach ult for
We
first
don't have the
wave,
info that they're actually
Omen
there.
Flash for
They
second
really tried
wave,
to
but they
force
used
it to
both
their
in the
own
same
doom.
wave.
Here's Suzu though getting aggressive now, but Dodora comes in behind her. Suzu's able to
my
find the
goodness.
1 and make it 2. Spectre goes to work. She's down to 5, but she's done her job. Lace can creep up on this one, sees the gun dropped, and it's an easy pick-off. Raise down. Meanwhile, Ev makes their way into mid, picks one up. Arco with the Sheriffs. God say to a Sheriffs.
That was a dinkler
Always
though.
a terrifying prospect.
Absolutely, and now upgrading to a Phantom.
Spike is
Run
down,
hard,
so they gotta
Spike
check
back.
all of this. One died at
They
middle.
need to recover the
This
spike,
was
and
nice
if they
though.
can't get back
Kill
to
it
Elbow,
at
there will
middle,
be
then
another
insta
free
regroup.
upgrade for UR.
They double push
Who has a
sides.
Hunter's
It's
Fury,
really
by
smart.
the way. There's an opportunity to safely use that. Might be able to flip this round on its head, convert this eco.
Buying in the next either way.
They were also late to
finding
peek
it
off of
through
the
here.
breach. Yeah, but they didn't really need to
Massive
peek
takes the
off
game
of the
to a
breach.
1
Like
round
you were never
affair.
going to get anything from the
And
breach
crucially,
ult that was like
Starbound is
pushing
still
them
alive,
in
but
the
their
direction that
util
they
is
want to get
already
out.
set up at B.
So
That camera is here. Will they use it right away, or will
There was
they
like a
will.
lot
So
to
they've
learn
got
from that one
info
round
recon
from
back. Site allows ZETA to know that
ZETA.
the site is for
30
free,
seconds left.
being planted, tucked in the corner default.
That's a trip cleared.
Planted.
Nice little shock dart there from UR.
Scanning ahead.
Another trip further back on the side, but ZETA
A recon not hitting?
They are opting to play this passively.
It at least clears
Imagine
this
we see
angle.
Akko fault line into an easy Hunter's Fury from UR, who is in a safe position. Maybe get a free kill
What do you
when it's
reckon,
tapped.
Silver ult?
Aftershock just to delay first.
And it's going to buy some time. Akko here now, looking to play off of her own fault line. That's a huge kill. Now it's up to Ev. Hunter's Fury also available. This will further delay the spike defuse. Ev has to take the challenge, and a headshot is instantly hit. It's UR with 10. Chance to upgrade the weapon, but has to swing that corner first. Spray comes in, ping out. There's just not the time. Ev goes for another tickle, and UR
has played it perfectly. Fair play.
No choice but
The recon instead of the panic face was incredible. Yeah, in hindsight, you need to get half there, but he doesn't throw the recon.
Gorgeous from ZETA in that 2v2. No HP to really play with compared to the Fly players. Everything at the right moment. That early recon backside as well, when they got in, allowed enough time for it to be cycled later. And that was really the crucial moment. Knowing that Ev wasn't sticking the spike, that they didn't even get it to half because they were close up and broke it.
I feel like FlyQuest even played it well. Like they tapped the spike early because they knew the ult was coming. First breach kill is pretty important as well.
In a very tough position.
Yeah, we're back to another giant round.
Dodo really trying to get ahead of the game here, but standing on top of a paint shell means it's a 1-for-1. Dodo miraculously still finds a kill.
Yeah, I mean, we just got everyone. There's only one person on the server that can buy next.
Of ZETA still Hale and Hardy.
Lose Raze, Duelist for Duelist.
That drone to re-clear mid as the dark cover obscures the view of anyone playing top mid, so they want to get that info.
Exactly where you are.
Neural theft, plenty of corpses to work with apparently.
Oh, they literally see everyone over towards B right now.
ZETA Vision see it all. That heavy B and market presence for Fly is sniffed out.
Yeah, the camera to check that they're pushing up. Camera spotted one, and then yeah, okay.
Taking the time though with it, allow Starbound to get back into this site.
Oh, we're going for a bold play.
Starbound hoping that the rest of their teammates can make it here in time. Fully entrenched in a lot of danger. If an Aftershock gets thrown back box or a fault line, they're going to be in trouble.
Breach damage this.
In time. This has been so slow from ZETA. They're in real danger.
The trips have slowed them down so much wide. Here's a rolling thunder from FlyQuest. They're going to look to play off this Starbound. The first into halls and catches Akko. UR's good for the trade, but there's more to be done here.
Moko has the teleport and the spike goes all the way to B for the fake plant.
They are very far away and they get a good plant.
Excuse me.
Big what is this game?
What is that from Serena?
Oh no, man, what is this game? It's so far away.
The developers need to take a look at that clip. That shouldn't be possible.
That should never happen.
Moko is pushed up here on this B side. There is low after that early engagement, and it's too late. The corner check comes second. And now Lace has it all to do. Super sub assistant coach, you name it, she's done it. With a bit of spray, I like that idea.
That was
5 in the chamber
incredible.
though, there's not a lot to work with. And still time ticking down. Lace has to push this, but UR is so canny.
No way, they won the round because of it.
UR is so
That's
intelligent in these situations.
Well,
Again, these low player moments, the util
I guess anyone that plays
have,
CS has a clip
not
for a
risking
while
it
to
with
use
the
for the
fight,
next year
just
about this
playing
game.
to the win con of time. What a
What gone so wrong for ZETA? That A site where they get hit by the rolling thunder wire.
I mean, it ends up working that they just bait out that big ultimate.
Oh boy.
Just another little cherry on top of a gorgeous round.
Like that gives extreme psychic damage.
I was thinking like maybe I missed a glimpse of like any kind of slowdown or something like that, but that was
And all of FlyQuest have time to rotate there to help out. But it's all a ruse.
That was full running.
All that site and then have a contingency. Moko heads to the B side.
It really just is having that contingency that they kind of risk the like double mind game of.
There's a worse one in CS recently.
Is.
Really,
Maybe
the worse than that.
Over, and now we slow down and they're like, wait, are they just going to be?
Yeah, I heard
like,
it's pretty bad at the moment
it's
for
all
running
good.
gunning.
If that doesn't work out, we're just the spike was always on Moko, who had the TP, and so yeah, at any point contingency, and the contingency plan was crazy. And also, I mean, again, Serena, you can't be allowed to just be like full strength tap. I mean,
she is breakneck speed.
Yeah, that was just mental. Timeout called now from Joby.
That was so good.
Crucial rounds
For God's
from
sake.
ZETA. It is,
Okay.
it is that eco
Dude,
round
it forces them
that
down to an
does
eco.
turn
Imagine
the tides of
losing
this
the
game
big round
immensely.
that forces you down to an eco like that.
The anti-chair league. Trying to get into the ears of FlyQuest there.
That was so sick.
They are on this.
It's so
Ego
outrageous.
with Lace, Hero Rifle, Bucky for Dodo.
Hey, that camera's awesome.
ZETA here might look to get within striking distance of Hall to make a fast play for it.
Hey, once you know about it,
This
get
could
shot
get
from middle,
really
but it's nice.
dangerous in elbow with the FlyQuest setup.
Suzu just
Tucked and
An alright bait though if
that
they
jiggle.
odd.
Boombot coming out.
Boombot doesn't clear
You're going to
this,
want Lace to break.
especially shooting
And she
there.
does.
So Dodo
Okay.
still
Pressure mark created over towards A
unbeknownst
though, right?
to ZETA Division, stuck
A
in that
bit of
corner.
pressure.
However,
As we can see, Sova, the info,
ZETA
over towards
doesn't take
B, so
much
can't
to,
clear too much.
you know,
They lose A,
even the
they
Heat
get
teams
middle
defending
info.
side, they are headed elsewhere now. And notice this
Yeah,
time,
do
though,
these
the
two
Pistons
like
admit that our drone
flash
really cleared
this
from
at
there.
any
Actually
point?
just
The
down.
problem is you don't want to get info with that
All the while
Bucky.
it's Serena just containing B main,
Yeah, Zeta have played this well.
pressing forward now, clearing those corners. It's a fairly vacant
Their
B
attacks,
side.
their
Of course,
attacks
the
look
trips you
good. Even their
contend
attacks on
with,
Haven,
but
like their defaulting was
when
great.
you've got the shocks, when you have the nade as well from Suzu, should be easy enough to clear these out. The close one, of course, to make sure that you're not going to walk into that unbreakable one from any guns. And danger for Suzu. I mean, more than danger, death as well. At least a trade from UR.
Highly punishable.
Big Jill.
Start out here with the Sheriff. Can't get out. Oh man, she has been going off these last few rounds. And now, notice that very deep dark cover over towards, jeez, almost spawn here from FlyQuest. Keeps Lace out of Boba for an extended period of time. She's yet to be able to re-clear that space. We are in the full post-plant hold here, but Moko is the loose end here. It's out towards the back of the site. It's rolling down
Oh,
from the
Neon-
attack side. ZETA Division now look to capitalize
I
on
thought
it.
the Neon
They
dodged
touched on
it.
the corner. Gonna be a crossfire here, but my goodness, that is dismantled all too easily. Lace says no. We're gonna pull
Yeah,
the
it
plug
just
on this
saves
one. We
again.
do not
That's
have the
fine.
money.
They carried that Vandal
I
into the
think the
round.
Neon actually did dodge
Now
it
just
and
going to
then
leave
stepped out
with
into it, maybe?
Rolling Thunder committed from Zeta just to
Not
ensure
entirely
this
sure.
round win. And
Either way,
the
this is
building
this is
of the
good. Zeta's
economy
money's
with a
been
couple
low
players
the
still
whole
sub
time. 4
1,000
people that
credits,
stay
retaining
alive,
4
they needed
rifles,
that.
getting all the cash for winning this one so they can ensure some big full buys at the latter end of this half. Just a couple rounds left.
I think we're getting to see ZETA really show the best of their style here, Wyatt.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. It's these big tactical team efforts.
Right? Yeah, I know. And honestly,
He's
we've
like,
seen it from
okay, we'll
FlyQuest,
take
just
that.
a
We'll take the
little bit
breach
of
out.
uncertainty about the tempo from ZETA Division. It looks like it's unlike
Either that or he
anything
saw
they're
the
really used
neon
to
and it hit the
playing
neon,
against.
but I think he's just questioning why they used it.
Speaking of ult, Razor. That's for Suzu. Easy to crack open the site with that. Very relevant on Sunset when Raze was being primarily played. You are getting closer to the Hunter's Fury as well. So some big
Do another
ultimates
big buy
later in this
rounds,
half could get to them on
and
a
Neon
round
has
where,
ult.
Once again, we have to pay
Sorry,
attention
the
to this
Raze has
FlyQuest
ult.
economy. It's been in danger at so many different points
Weird
here
looking
throughout
Neon.
this first half of Sunset. Yet again, if they lose this round, could be worth 2 for Zeta to
Oops.
extend the lead.
Boombot to clear middle.
Very much distributed across the map, still on ZETA Division. Inside the last minute of the round.
Zetra's still been good at doing this, right? Pushing
Couple of things
off
over towards the big
A
side.
and
Saw
creating
already a
pressure, but it looks
recon
like
thrown out by
FlyQuest have
UR
had
to the
enough
B
of
side.
this. Omen
And again, making sure
insta
Stopper forces a
re-clears all of
retake
this.
protocol
3-person
here from
stack strong,
FlyQuest.
double kill trip,
Suzu still has to
camera.
respect these trap
Yeah,
wires.
Zeta should have a rough time. It's still down to the Razor.
Here they come. Showstopper going to be used here by Suzu. Already Donut taken down. That was over towards the market side. Suzu
Ooh.
into the back of the site. Speculative shot there with the Showstopper. Tries to swing
it's
on out,
gonna
but
get
M
close.
gets the better of her. They are on the backstab timing here.
That's a
Zeta have given
massive
FlyQuest
duel, by
so
the way.
much opportunity
The
to start to
server's doing
wrap on them,
great.
but it's all down to Thea. Everyone else from Fly cleared. On the side, they tried to anchor.
Ah.
Then it was too much for them.
Hey, you are. This is not back-to-back.
With 3 kills
Just
in the round, and Zeta gets 6.
They
You're not
really
back-to-back
has been on
3K?
so many flank attempts.
You are, yeah,
Zeta
7 good
are
impact.
actively fighting forward and dealing with that later, which is a good approach, especially how Sunset plays now on B. You know, you can really take the fight to Boba.
Oi, that's the killer
And then
middle.
when Thea's in a situation like that, you can just ignore her. Just deal with her later. She's not doing anything at the moment, right? She's not there to send in a paranoia, anything along those lines.
Because that's not only the downside of that slower play, right? You do leave yourself exposed.
Yeah, force them back down to Nico.
Being wrapped on, or your opponent's cleaning all the information about the map they need.
As was mentioned at the beginning of that round, the importance of it for Fly. You can see the consequences.
You
of that
always
round
insane
loss
during the
in
Pacific
bind that they
season.
have.
Yeah,
Sheriffs,
she's
couple
really
weak
just
rifles,
winning a lot of
an
these rounds.
opportunity for Zeta to extend their lead.
Important
And of course,
kills.
lead they've had.
Like every
on the
important
map this
duel on B,
entire
like
series.
3 rounds that I can
This was
remember
always
has
the
been
danger of FlyQuest picking Sunset into Zeta. Fly have certainly improved on it. They've been better since swapping to the meta comp of right now. But this has been good for Zeta in their qualifying run. Not just good, great, honestly. Dangerous pick from Fly.
Fly try and multi-stack top mid to catch a player pushing up tiles. They just don't have the weaponry really to punish it
This
at all.
is the gun.
So Ev goes by the wayside.
Uh-oh.
Starbound won't be spotted out by this bit of util now. I don't know if they realize that Suzu got past them there. What can they do about it? They wait for Serena. Now deal with the rest of them.
It's such a weird round. Because the Cypher tanked the flash and just did not hear or see the Raze absolutely send it past. And then it was like, who gets more, the Cypher or the Raze?
Again, I mean, cannot be understated the impact that the coaching is having on this team, and it is a treat to see Suzu really coming to life on this Raze on map 2 here, finding that 3-piece in a situation that got more than scary, attempting to get out of the choke when the dark cover was there, but Starbound wasn't spotted when there was the overdrive in their face.
Okay, to end it, we go a little bit faster, the default. Nice.
And here we go. I think Zeta having all the fun. Suzu getting a lot of the action. That's that confidence really starting to flow.
Dude, got nothing about any of the server ults, but it did isolate this 1v1.
They have heavy Hall's presence. Marco set up to deal with the push. There should be a crossfire here for Zeta Division. Get up there. Okay, nice cyber cage timing. Dodo's going to swing it.
The timing on this cage was outrageous, but love the trade.
Lace takes what she can. Just give her the 1 kill to back away now further into the hall.
And at this point, Lace does just need to fully retreat, excuse me. She's well aware of that, gather up with the rest of the teammates, one of which is Ed, who had a recon, just sent it out for a re-clear. And now the fault line, excuse me, has cycled for Lace 2 when they play for a full retake in this situation.
I feel like we've had similar situations to this.
Covered with the trips and a cam
Loads
in
of
main.
rounds.
Fly are set up nicely to
Big
be
rotate
able
over
to
towards A, and they just walk
3v2,
into
get
B
the
for
fifth on the board.
afterplant.
As we head into the second half after this.
The interesting question is like when the Cypher checks camera,
Like they've lost their grip on the reins.
because it's probably better to like let them plant,
And with this time being
get
taken
after
as well,
plant
Ed should
positions,
be
and
able to
then
cycle
check the
recon. It
camera.
just came right back up. So critical utility that Zeta are going to have to work around, and
They probably
at the
check
player
it like
deficit,
here,
they're fighting
if they're
forward. I
beaming.
love this decision. Catch Fly out early if they can win these duels.
Looking for a big spray down though. It's going to get messy either way. There's the fault line that may have hit Serena. Recon, Serena has to clear it now. You might be the one to have to stand up and push.
Yeah, okay, this was nice. So it's like, I don't know if the camera got checked as well, but the trip info,
makes it a respectable
double trips
defense.
still being up, they're either
Getting
market
to
or
play
they're
their
close.
game, getting to have fun with it. Find themselves
This is a good half though. Like I felt like
I think we
Zeta
really
owned
did.
this
You
half. They
mentioned
did
it
great.
before.
But
We got
remember,
to
this
see
is a
the best
5
of
with a
the Zeta
pistol.
Division on that attacking half, and I'm excited to see what they can do on defense as well, because they have some more crazy set stuff that I've seen them do before.
The best of Zeta Division.
Finally got the drop too as well. The drop's working. Love
GameChangers
that.
Champions 2024. Stick around after the break to find out if they can snatch up Sunset.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Let me mute that again. Good point. Wait, did I ever even upload the VOD from Koi K-Corp? No, I didn't. Drops, yeah, no, that's cool that they're working now. Does Wyatt only cast GameChangers? He's been doing a lot of the tier 2 America stuff as well, right? I feel like him and Uber have been casting pretty much this whole year together.
Name another person that has spotted a bug in this.
The Zeta Division string 5 attack side rounds together. Looking to come alive.
What are they talking about there? Hot mic coming in.
They're already a map down in this series with Ascent as a decider.
Lakanu, thank you so much, dude. Thank you. 29 months. Who do I think wins Masters Bangkok? Me, I have no idea. Look at the teams that are getting formed. It's really up for grabs.
Looking like one of the best duelists we've got in this tournament.
Again, I think the safest bet that I've been saying to people is EDG, just because of no change really other than coach.
In NA all of this year,
and in theory they have the easier region to qualify.
Outrageous lace back was out with injury.
Titanite as well with the prime. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Heretics. I mean Heretics also, but it's like
and they've made these games close. They've shown
it's so hard to qualify an EMEA.
Quality coaching. And now finding a lot of
it's not like it's a double elim bracket with new comps and new teams is very open. Like K-Corp's a perfect example, like K-Corp from last year. Look how good they looked in a double elim tournament at the beginning. Like you can have one and done comps and just one and done your way to a win.
We'll look to play for retake as ZETA sit up towards spawn and link side.
Wait, that was kind of nice.
Were good in the qualifier, but just fighting forward, finds the first.
You felt like she had to push ahead of that aftershock.
My favorite agent to play, Razor's still the most fun that I have in the game. Yeah, Razor's probably the most fun that I have in the game.
See very quickly, ZETA back away in that area. Laxo elsewhere. Pick up on Moko.
Dude, it's neon.
Susie finds 2, make it 3. Now,
oh, that kills.
To try and clutch it out. Oh, that is an alley-oop if I've ever seen one.
It's at half as well. It's at half.
Give it a tickle. Lace comes out and still wins it.
Oh my god, that one got close.
A close save there for flying.
Yeah, dude, there are 3 clutches, right? 3?
Maybe also
Question mark,
down the line saying, all right, we've got to keep it together. Keep the nerves at a minimum. They win that important pistol round, but it comes down to the wire.
So much
she's winning all of the clutches. The stun, yeah, the stun was great. Dead, thank you so much for the 12. Thank you with the prime. Appreciate you doing that. Thanks for the 9 months.
And then the further push through Link, which
the nade, oh yeah, the nade landed spot on head.
The rest of the ZETA players in main, they just have to go into the site. And at that point, they are fully encircled. They made a good go at it.
Little TikTok TP from Moko there as well. Unfortunately, doesn't pay off.
The recon kind of clears everything over towards A. They pick up an orb. I like this.
Yeah, and the consolation of that round.
Yeah, get 4 kills in the eco. They make sure they go and get an orb. Have a Razor, and then we've got a gun to try and enable the Raze to get a few more kills.
With dark cover behind them, they commit. And ultimately, they get very
Titanite, of course, dude. Thanks for saying that. You subbed before your first messages as well, that's crazy. Thank you for that. The nades are money at the moment. The nades are absolute money. Oh god, she popped the ult.
That is 3 paint shield kills in 2 rounds for Suzu. Oh boy, she is unhinged. Looking for another there, but the range is too much. Able to stabilize.
I can't believe she popped the ult.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and
honestly, FlyQuest to kind of take this one. Getting it all out of them is sick. Dude, the nades are money. Just every single time on someone's head.
Gunplay.
2 words or 1 word, whichever way you like to say it. It is paramount.
Suzu's got, what, like 6 total kills now already in the first 2 rounds?
Overheat? Oh yeah, the actual raised ult moment, that's an overheat, yeah. I think if you go to do it, you have to swing to. You have to swing to here, so you're not getting traded. I don't know. It's too hard. It is. I can understand it. I'll say that much though.
Maybe that firepower narrative has to go away as well. Suzu with a veritable arsenal over the last couple of rounds. Brings it to bear to get ZETA close, but still, it's FlyQuest. They make up the deficit in rounds.
ZETA have an opportunity to stabilize here, stabilize economically, as they have a far superior buy after that damage was dealt on the prior.
Yeah, that stun back was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a miss though. That Bucky's on, that's a kill.
Watching the line, Moko wants to go all the way back here towards alley side.
Set up that
Nudge as well. OC, thank you for saying that also.
Timing? No, starbound.
Read like a book.
Walks into a line.
Yeah, this is a nice double stack on middle though.
Aftershock here as well. A little awkward here, I think, for the FlyQuest setup in towards halls. A lot of smoke here on the side of TP4. Arco wasn't quite ready enough for it. The Bucky finds purchase, but Suzu is there.
Suzu is... How many kills is this on defense?
Suzu is just absolutely
Four,
on fire right
3-2, right?
2 years ago was with
9
Fennel
already? That's nuts.
at the first GCC, also in Berlin, went out in 2 games, couldn't win a map. This might be her very first map win at one of these international tournaments. The way she's playing, she's certainly making you believe that that's going to be the case. What is it, like 10 kills or something in the second half already? 9 kills? I mean, it is utterly outrageous.
I need to blow
20 and 13 is Suzu. Halfway to get another showstopper. She very elegantly put to work.
Okay, now we get the big buy rounds. Oh my goodness.
Okay, much more pressure towards Halls. Okay.
Oh, the nade's pretty good as well. This could be another nade kill. Ah, I stole it. Would have been another nade kill.
You are now quick re-clear with that L drone. This is going to give Fly second thoughts.
Could be the most nade kills we've ever seen in a game.
Utility
Crazy.
piece after piece after piece in main that just
Okay, we got a great timing on this breach. Ready. ZETA looks so much better on this map. They kind of look like a different team on this map.
Flank attempt, that lurk attempt is completely red and nullified immediately.
That could have been a devastating insertion there.
Shot.
Wow.
Lovely shots, lovely little double swing as well. Yeah, and FlyQuest has the eco now.
Electric. Zeta division headed towards some ultimates. The economy more than stabilized at this point after losing only a few players on these last 2 rounds. This play towards A from Fly.
That kill there
has just utterly failed in the face of Zeta's combined utility. In the face of Suzu, steadfast in elbow, finding first kills. Dodo Nut 2 rounds in a row, not able to do a thing in that area of the map. An area of the map where Neon typically runs the kingdom. Elbow, where the relay bolt finds so much value, where the slide finds so much value, but being shut down
literally
entirely and
just
forced onto
double
the
checked
Seeker.
that no one would push through this. There's a chance the Neon could be here, that's about it. Okay, we see the Neon stun, so we don't have to worry about it. This fight's pretty good as long as the Cypher doesn't commit.
Here it comes, Lace steps forward, yet another cyber cage for Serena to cover a retreat, and she gets the one, but Dodo responds. Now they're on the side, FlyQuest swarming over it. You are looking for a timing to make her way out of market, and Dodo is on the hunt.
Any util for the slide out?
Zeta, excuse me, they've struggled to deal with these overdrives in the past. They have to stop this one, but catches out you are on the retreat.
He loses a nerve. Obsta, flee from the engagement. Now FlyQuest have priority, they have position.
Yeah, they're just trying to wait it out.
Zeta force out to the extremity now. Donut still has some overdrive to work with. Suzu Wasu doesn't fancy it. Still wins it out.
Finally,
7 HP.
Able to shut it down, and this noise being made in market could allow for
Omen's
Moko
gonna win this duel.
value on the flank.
It's not being watched for right now, but Lace is tucked on B. Moko's not going to see anything. Suzu wins
Suzu's winning everything. 7 HP.
Oh, the audacity! It's magic! Suzu finds 3. Still has to deal with Ev. A showstopper would end the round. Paint Shell
No, that's so unlucky.
And Ev is able to punish.
Just so awkward.
Yeah, I wonder if there, if you gotta like tap the spike again or what.
Fire it upwards. A weak Ev.
Suzu's
Really
trying
that kill up
hard.
on a silver platter. Suzu was just so locked in, using all of the utility, just so desperately fighting for the round win. Such an effort. And you're right, you are really losing their nerve in that moment, just trying to retreat, but loses out to the speed of that fully sprinting, excuse me, Neon with the overdrive.
Such an important round for FlyQuest to take there.
Oh man, yeah. It just means we get another giant round here though, money-wise. There's so many big important rounds. The money's never really got good for anyone. In the first half, ZETA had like a couple of rounds where the money was good.
Obviously Dodo going for the overdrive in the previous. ZETA division.
Problem with this is, how do you lose this? Like, how do you lose this after plant with these 2 ults?
Eventually Serena will get up into Boba, but that has not been cleared. Camera looking.
You got delay over towards site, and then you got the 2 ults here as well. They planted for the breach damage as well.
Going to be in tow. They're going to try
Pretty
to
much ZETA have to win the duels in
making
B
it look
main.
like this is old Sunset right now with everyone gathered up in B.
All to that dark cover, but FlyQuest need to be a bit more proactive, and they know it. Ev didn't realize there'd be a second there, and so Moko's able to take the trade, but
and then they had to use the... Ooh, hold up.
Steps up.
Well, Stunned found that kill.
Okay, here's Starbound now. Knows Arco is going to be coming for them here. They're able to win it out. Now around the corner, it's going to be Serena the 1v1. But here, the ticks go. It's a little too close, and Thea should be able to hold it down. Serena doesn't have time for the
I don't know, honestly, they gave that a pretty good try.
Just couldn't get it to half there. The perfect timing on that swing, the millisecond necessary to force.
They still have like
Surrender
good
to have to
plans
get
at the
off,
moment here, right? They had a
knowing
good
that if
idea
she did
that
it,
they
would've
couldn't
fell
just
to
do a
that
normal
spray from
retake
the
on this, and they
Vandal.
had to push behind, so they had the two-person push behind because of the Sova ult breach short.
Spending through all of it.
They just look way more
That's a
switched
close
on than
one,
they do on
though.
Haven.
Those final moments, they are with that experience.
Like, even the rounds they
really
lose,
coming to the
Zeta,
fore,
it's actually pretty decent what they're
guaranteeing a
doing.
round win for FlyQuest, Red.
What an effort from Moko on that flank. Found the trade off of Suzu and then had Lace's Rolling Thunder committed onto her. Counter paranoia, blinded up Lace, and then gets the stunned headshot tap.
You want a third
That
map?
is so sick.
Let's think about it.
Look at
Eco
that scoreboard.
to
Suzu
get
with 11
money,
kills coming out in the first half.
but then they would have
13 together
two
in
big
6
ults up.
rounds. That's what you're looking for. And
It's
frankly,
honestly,
Wyatt,
it's
something that was kind of absent
still pretty
from Zeta
doable.
Division in their first game. Getting their duelists online, setting Suzu up for success. Now she taking the game into her
they
own
could do a little
hands.
bit of damage here, like 3 kills.
Got a round coming up, but that's a little bit harder to do. FlyQuest still maintain a number of ultimates from the previous round, including Ev's Hunter's Fury. And now we've seen what Zeta Division are capable of. They are leaving it out there in what could be their last chance to show the world what they're made of for the year.
Now we have been pulverizing this Coach Ryota excellent coach narrative to dust, but it is more than well deserved.
Sufficiently tenderized.
Every
Look at this frag in here.
taken
14, 14,
from
14,
Zeta
13,
has been of
11.
the utmost impact.
So even.
Virtually
Then we
sous
just
vide
got a
at this
stray
point.
24
It
out
is
here.
Always taking them at the perfect time and then calling a big ultimate round off the back of it. And look at the orbs currently for Zeta. They're getting close to that Rolling Thunder, to the Hunter's Fury. So when we head into the next buy, you have to keep your eyes on what they've got cooked up with those.
Okay, they make quite a play.
Okay, Zeta want to
For
keep
that
the
beat
money,
control.
like the best, well, the best
an
loss
oversmoke
that
there
Zeta can
towards
happen
Lonnie.
to this round would be like 3 kills,
No
so
one-way
the money's
hero
still
on
low,
A1 is a result
make
of
them
that,
use
so-
Sova ult. And then they'll have, in
Careful, they
theory,
might.
hopefully, Breach and Sova ult, and then you win that round and then you force them down to an
Double
eco.
face here for Suzu and Moko.
They're kind of looking for 3 kills.
Head weak.
Obviously they're looking to win the round, but
Moko forced to retreat. They had a paranoia set up for Suzu, where they were taking that jiggle peek.
okay, FlyQuest pretty much doing what Zeta did to them in the
Like
first half, right?
just
Question mark, and then insta group hit B. Oh boy.
Hearing all of this
Oh.
in
Oh
tiles,
my God, he hits
time
everyone.
to get out. That's a few too many
Okay.
players to contend with just the Sheriff.
Obviously wants to be it all.
What's
Either
I
way.
mean, let's see what the sides
Last
can
lane
do.
to get them across through market. Fault line though needs to be respected. Dodo steps back of it. Looks like Serena got pinged out there briefly now. Aftershock thrown up, but Dodo doesn't care about it. Pushes in, slides on up. Serena and Arco are there, and the Sheriffs are still going to work for Zeta.
Yeah, just used all the bullets on the Neon earlier.
Moko's tucked here. Lace doesn't check it.
Oh my God, this is close though.
Freebie
Nice
essentially
TP
now
to
TP back
safety.
across. Suzu could have been threatening there, but Ever's been so good at locking it down. And Moko can't chase Starbound. 2v1, Moko low, Starbound takes a shot through the wall. One more would have gotten the job done. The
Holy.
FlyQuest.
Well,
tooth and
they did what I
nail.
said, right? 3 kills. They didn't get the Sova ult out of them, but they got the 3 and an armory buy. It's enough.
They just eke that round by barely.
Scrappy?
Damage
Oh yeah,
does
no, it got
matter, though,
close.
still
Wasn't convincing.
from Zeta in this situation. Fly's economy is
It
being
felt
kept
weird
honest.
to,
It is breakable, and that could be enough.
It felt a little bit weird
for Zeta
to
get
like
this
create the
over
pressure
finish
on
line
A,
to get their
and then
first map
4
win in
passing,
Japan internationally at a GCC.
Still on the table, immediately.
and then 4-person
Cyber
push
links
where they
them
can
because
like
these
hear
Sheriff rounds, these
you
anti-egos
running.
from Zeta have always been
That felt a little bit odd to me.
terrifying.
Like at least when Zeta were doing it, they were like
Deadly.
halving
And
far
Zeta now,
back and
a round
walking.
where they have
They just absolutely sent it so that
huge
you could
initiator
kind of
ultimates
flood at the
in
same
play.
time as they were going
They're
in.
posted up with this cam bait setup in B main. The
yeah, we
cam is
built
taking
this one up,
contact on
right?
Starbound, and
We-
there's the fault line.
honestly,
There's
the
the double
money's a
swing.
little bit better than I
Starbound
thought.
just trying to stay safe in the cage, but can't. The trap works out perfectly. Sprung Starbound not ready at all.
Dodo not trying to get up mid here with that burst of pace, but slowed down by the paranoia.
Into the
Ball
crossfire.
thrown out ahead of them, and she's trying to get into Spore, but
Very
there's a
nice
double
from
face.
Zeta.
A crossfire waiting for them. F
Double.
again saves the day.
Broke the
Finds
crossfire
two.
somehow,
They're able to
got
get
both.
back now in through alley to this A site.
Players are weak. Ev has the Hunter's
That
Fury.
is insane. Ian, thank you so much.
The
The FlyQuest IGL. I want to say it's Fear, but I'm not 100%. Someone can correct me.
Health advantage as well. They're grouping up in main. They just need to trade this
No,
effectively.
thank you so much
That's
for
all
that,
it's
Ian.
going to
It is
come
right.
down to.
Okay. Keep chat.
3 Zeta players now headed over towards the spike. Ev and Thea Back to back.
Oh, that's
Have to salvage this
one
now
hell
for
of an
Fly.
omen flash.
Ever's going to pick out of this cyber cage off a timing, and Suzu
nicely. Suzu's
with
a
the
beast.
fake transfer evens up the game
Suzu's
again
actually
for
a
the
beast
Japanese
as well.
side.
Up to 27 kills, one away from ult as well.
On that one, some ultimates extracted.
And okay, the money was a little bit
One
better
away
from
from the
FlyQuest than I
showstopper.
thought.
What is that,
It's
the
a 1-9
seventh of
loss
the half for
bonus, and you've got
Suzu?
3 people sitting at like
Just
3,200. So they could buy.
Fully taken over the game. And again, what do we have out of the timeout from Rio?
They got plant as
Different
well,
trap
right?
set
Oh,
up in
it's
the
better.
mix,
It's
where
free
Starbound
fire.
has been solo taking B main control, punished to the maximum straight away.
The horse is so dead, you're kicking a jar of
Okay, yeah,
glue.
they're going for it. Bulldog, Guardian. Damn, what a round this
The dead
is.
horse is being beaten.
Yeah, we're returning to that one. That took me a second.
They fully go for it. They
Working with
force
you,
by
working with
Guardian, Sheriff, Bulldog.
You can't deny its impact though. Zeta with a great fallback on A that round. Smoke to top mid
Suzu,
and
one
Fly.
away.
This
You
time
are
they
with
dial
all.
the tempo down. Bit of an awkward buy for them here too, Wyatt.
Absolutely. More than an awkward
Yeah, people have been doing this camera a
It's a
lot.
massive
Spots
risk.
like middle over the
They were
smoke.
just a
It's really
sheriff.
strong.
Look at the
have
status
to
of the
kinda, like,
credits. They've
commit before
less
you
than
see it.
1,000 combined. This is everything for Fly. This is must win. After a round where they expended their ultimates as well.
Yeah, and they got the
Hail
info
Mary
from the
from the
camera
attackers.
to realize that they can push
And
down
gonna be
middle.
given control of halls here. Zeta falls
Suzu
back,
gets a
maybe even so they
kill.
can get a crossfire
He's
and head to
huge
top mid
into this
exploration.
round.
But look at the map control for the defenders. Lace though, aware. She comes off second best in that trade though.
Okay,
And now look at
yeah,
the
keep an
urgency
eye on
of
B right
FlyQuest
now. Oh,
players.
dude, so much is going
Feeling
on.
the pressure
Wow,
of
look
the
at the
flank
minimap.
net.
This
Zeta
break of
want
the
to
trip
fall back towards B, but that's
forced
alright.
the
Frankly,
3
their
person
intentions were
rotate
always to play this A
and
site for
caused
retake,
the A
so
players to
things have
go
changed
from
so
away
much
from
for
their
them. Action
position.
from Ev, swinging back, Donut, fast,
30 seconds.
double swing, traded out 1 for 1.
Okay, those were the
Yeah,
most
they took
proximate
down
plays for Zeta
Sova
towards
as
the
well.
site.
And with UR down, that was a Hunter's Fury they were
A
intending
lot
to
on this is
retake
just
with.
Suzu getting a
Suzu
kill
got one
on
away
for
from the
all.
showstopper. Aftershock here for Arco, but she is... Whoa!
Oh,
Suzu
there we
with
go, that's
a
all.
great shell kill.
Dude, another
Showstopper
nade
instantly,
kill.
she is going for it. Where are the targets? They are spotted over towards Link here. Somehow Suzu presciently knows Ev's going to try and swing that. Suzu's still running rampant over the side, and it's down to Starbound, sat in halls. It has to be a 1v3 in this pivotal round for FlyQuest, but a triple swing from Zeta Division surely
This
seals
good
the
as well.
deal.
Dude, Suzu is
Look at
mental.
the status of
How,
the
how
economics now
where is
for
this
Fly
nade kill?
after that fantastic retake from Zeta. It's Suzu again with a
Probably
paint
she gets the
shell
kill close
that
as
gets
well.
the orb into the showstopper, makes the space. The rocket doesn't even connect, but it doesn't matter because the headshots, just the raw aim with the Vandal.
That's the nade kill. Oh
Suzu
my
must have
goodness.
seen Eva around that corner just a little bit. That first paint shell, absolutely brilliant.
And then a perfect
It's
setup
4
to
nade
clean up
kills
that
in 1
3
half.
versus 1 as well. Tap onto the spike, instant double swing through the dark cover. Too many targets for Starbound to deal with.
We talked about this already.
Running
FlyQuest
replay
went
just showing off
this
the
map into a Zeta
showing off the
division
new
who frankly looked at
skins.
their best on it. It's such a good example, a staging ground for the team play, the strategy, and the
The nade,
adaptation
yeah,
of the
dude, the nade
Japanese
every
side.
single time
FlyQuest
is
right now
is like
have
on
to
top
pull
of
something
someone.
similar to stay in it.
What a round
This is
though,
the map
like what a
where it
round, and
exemplifies what we
it
were
like
talking
so
about
much
at the
came
beginning
down
of
to
the
this.
Zeta being the
Right,
team
they
where you
decide
can
to
imagine how
force,
many
goes
dry
down to an
runs they
eco.
have of these big set pieces, the 5-on-5 retakes.
Good
on a
time
map
for a
like this.
timeout.
These early
Give them an
round
idea
plays
what
that
to
are
do in
so
the eco.
well drilled. Sunset
more macro
really
for
is
the
the map for me where they
potential
show
remaining 2 rounds.
that in spades, the best of that approach to the game, and it has pushed Fly to the limit. They are on the cusp of getting Japan's first win at an international event here for
First
GameChangers.
Right.
Suzu's first win. It's so close they can taste it. You can see how bad she wants it.
After this, we're off to Ascent, which has been a pretty damn good map for them as
28-17.
well. Zeta Division have looked comfortable there in the past, but now all eyes on this round number 22. A round where Fly have had to call that timeout. Their economy is essentially broken. And Zeta have it all to show.
4 sheriffs. Only 1 ultimate that they're really close to for any of these future rounds. That's going to be Dodo getting the overdrive, which has been a thorn in the side of Zeta.
Well, they
It's
know
an
they're
ult that they
100%
struggle
win
to
middle.
deal with.
Okay, the
Had in
Omen
the
spots it,
qualifier,
so these two
frankly,
know
that
that they
has
don't have
carried over
timing.
to this event
Maybe
as
they
well.
thought they did.
So that is a future danger they may have to contend with, but they need to work their way through this sheriff round already, and Fly have already won an eco on this half, so can never count them out.
Donut realizing there is some decent presence there for Zeta at top mid, so elsewhere they're headed. Serena, yeah, that's the relay ball that's going to catch her out. FlyQuest here on a broken buy, managed to find the first kill of the round, but Suzu,
Another nade
shell.
kill.
And there's more where that came from shortly.
I can't believe it.
But they're looking haggard. Suzu ready for the next wave of challenges. And Akko coming out from market will
The actual use. Oh god.
Hunter's Fury expended.
It's five nade kills in one half.
Zeta could not afford to lose. The damage dealt with that. And also just
maybe she got one in the first half. I wasn't on top of it.
Scale as far as they wanted to as a team. Zeta capitalized by fast rotates in, taking the duels with the superior weapon, superior health, close things out. And now Donut does have that overdrive I was mentioning previously into this round.
Too.
Something to keep your eyes on, no doubt.
Good
it's a
chances.
30 frags here for Suzu. Talk about firepower. Once again, Donut's been looking for these openings here, but struggled to find them.
Gotta go.
Ev actually takes a hit from that aftershock there.
What? Not again. Yeah, somehow the nade does more damage. You got to get away from it. The nade's out here doing 400 damage every time you throw it.
They just need to stabilize. They're in the 4v3. Play to what they're good at. Play to this retake. They have all the advantage they could possibly need. The neural theft comes out, but
it's there. I mean,
frankly,
it's there
that's
to
going
lose
to make
right now.
Fly feel afraid. They can't go back. They have to go forward. They have to try to plant on A.
It's a neural. All of Fly's plans are on full display. From Link, there's pretty heavy presence for Zeta Division.
The fault line just cycled up for Akko, but one
Oh,
goes
no,
down.
on the right.
Look at
Oh,
the
no.
pressure. Fantastic decision for Fly. The overdrive is
Oh, and
out.
they just go all the way over towards B.
But the spike's headed elsewhere. Moko's going to try and get ahead of this with a TP to B. She's absolutely going to stick this and set up in main.
This is so cheeky. She could be anywhere. Fly have to clear everything.
They got like the best ult for clearing everything.
She's not looking to swing it. It's going to be a plant at the back of the site here. Moko might need to wait for UR to get there, but there's
I mean, the recon from UR should catch everything
here. The danger
here.
now is that Fly can just deathball trade this one. Fire, what a jiggle! What a shot into the 2v2!
Moko doesn't quite know about the
know where
Boba
one is
presence,
because
but
the
that's
breach
been
shot it.
pinged out now.
They're forced to break the recon, make
The
noise.
timing! Oh my goodness, the timing! Moko with one more!
They look sick on this map. Shout out to Suzu. That was a crazy half, to be honest. It was a crazy map, but that half was actually outrageous.
All the way. And you can just see
It was like something 5, 6 nade kills. That was awesome.
This. Second time at a GCC.
What is third map?
Hadn't been able
Ascent?
to win a map yet. Dropped 30
Nice.
plus
That was
to carry
awesome.
that over the finish line. Several showstoppers in the second half.
Still on the raise, by the way, the more antiquated pick in many people's opinions, but my
Yeah,
goodness.
that was awesome.
She gets used out of every element of Raze's kit.
Dropped